All right, well, Coach, appreciate you joining us. How's the rest of the summer going? You're getting close to getting started.
Yeah, just doing a lot of prep work right now and just trying to get ourselves geared up and ready to go on the first.
So you were saying you guys start practices August 1st, and then 2 days starting a little bit after that. Then y'all are the first game of the athletic year at Mississippi State, August 17th.
17th.
It's sneaking up on you a little bit.
It is. It's going to be here before we know it. And, the girls have been here through July, training with the strength and conditioning coach, and so hopefully they're in good shape and ready to go here on the first.
Going into the season, I think this is your 9th year, is that right? Well, and you come off of last year getting some big wins over ranked teams. What's sort of the progression from that going into this season?
Well, we were a game away from going to the SEC tournament last year, so the goal is to qualify for the SEC tournament. The league is so strong that everyone that went to the tournament went into NCAAs as well. So that's the goal: make the tournament, and so that we can make the NCAA tournament.
And I know you've got your top 2 scorers back, I believe, if I'm remembering right. How much does that help out?
It's great to have some veterans coming back who know what they're doing and have the experience of playing in the SEC and scoring goals in the SEC. I think Sullivan will have a great year this year. She had a bit of a breakout year last year, and we just expect her to build on that.
Then obviously you got Skylar Rawson, big-time goalie, one of the best. Had the most saves in the SEC.
Sure.
I believe really seems to be one of the elite players in the conference. How much does she mean to y'all, and to have her back there to anchor everything?
Well, it gives everybody tremendous confidence to have her behind the back four. She is very experienced, obviously, and she's a great leader on the field as well. She can organise the team defensively. She's very vocal, and as you say, she's a great shot stopper. One of the top 3 goalkeepers in the league for me.
Oh, and it seems like too you got a pretty solid defense all around. I believe Morgan Grimes, really strong on the defense back there. Is that sort of the mentality of the team? Is a tough defensive team?
To be organised defensively, absolutely. Our hopes this year are to become more offensive and to play higher up the field. We worked a lot in the spring on possession and keeping the ball, our speed of play, being patient about going forward. So, hopefully we'll be a more possession-style team, but we certainly don't want to lose the discipline that we have as a defensive unit. Because that's the foundation for any team being successful.
On the offensive side of it, is it that possession? Is it needing some more speed at the top end, or getting shots on goal? What's sort of the next step that you need?
I think a big thing for us was we need to be a little bit more creative in the middle of the park to create those opportunities to score goals. I think we've got the players who can finish. And so we've just worked a lot on, what are we doing in the final third of the field? So helping the players make good decisions when they get into good positions. And so we had a very successful spring campaign. We felt like we improved a lot. We certainly possessed the ball a lot better than we have in the past. We do have some good senior leadership in the middle of the park. And we've got some very good young freshmen coming in who are really going to give us valuable minutes.
I was going to ask about the freshmen. I've heard it's pretty good class coming in. Anyone you think is really going to be able to contribute early?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a big group that we brought in. I think that Marissa Williams, All-American out of high school from Kentucky, I think she's going to make an impact. Shelby Jordan, obviously a Region 3 player. We're pretty confident that she'll step into a starting role right from day one. So there's several others who are going to be on the bubble as well. So it's exciting to bring in a big class who we feel are ready to contribute right from the get-go.
I think probably the good thing about integrating some of the freshmen is it seems like the schedule sets up pretty nicely, particularly before the conference, to get some good momentum going and certainly have some teaching moments there for some
absolutely.
of them.
Well, there's no easy games in Division I soccer, and everyone's well organised. If you're an SEC team and you go out to play against a non-conference side, you've got a big target on your back. They're going to give you the best game. So It will certainly help us prep for the SEC, and hopefully we'll have a fairly experienced ball club going into the SEC by the time we get there.
So to get off topic a little bit, you were originally from Scotland?
Yes.
What was the story? How'd you end up from Scotland to America, and then once you got to America, how'd you end up here at Mississippi State?
Well, I started when I left school. I went to college in Edinburgh, Scotland, and I was in a coaching school. And we had a placement with it, and one of the guys got placed over to the US, and he played. He came over and he coached first of all in Augusta, Georgia, and they said, saw him play and said, look, hey, we want you to come over and play for us. And so he and I came over to the States. I came over with him, and we played in Augusta. Once I finished there, my first coaching job was in Iowa, in junior college. I was there for 5 years. Had a very successful run up there. The year we left, the girls were in the last 8 of the national tournament, the boys in the final 4, and I had the opportunity to come down to state as an assistant coach after that. So it's been a long and happy journey.
Yeah, I get it. The transition from Scotland to Georgia must have been a pretty interesting one.
Yeah, it was a bit of a culture shock to start with. a lot different. I came from a small community in the Highlands of Scotland, and so coming to Augusta was a major step. And getting used to the weather, I'm still not used to the heat. I don't think.
What's better, the Scottish food or the Southern food?
Southern for sure.
Yeah, I like to hear that. Well, cool. I appreciate it.
Okay, thanks.